Hey guys, wait, and welcome to the Horizon Softworks podcast, episode 2.
I just love that. Oh my god.
Well, welcome to our dank podcast, and we have improved on some things. We know that you want to see what we're talking about.
And definitely, we did not improve
but
on
yeah, we didn't improve on this because, laziness at its finest.
No,
all right?
no.
So,
I'm pretty sure no one else has the exact same, home screen, We're the audio ones with this.
Paint is a very useful tool. Okay, so I know that you guys want to see what we're talking about, and whoa, I keep hitting the table. Sorry, but I know that you guys want to see what we're talking about, and we have improved on that. We're using a really cool software, OBS. It's free. It's great. It's pretty dank. No, it's not torrented. It's actually free.
Okay.
No, it's actually free. You just go to the website and download it. But today we're going to be talking about more E3 games. Yeah. But you already talked about it. I don't care. They're cool, okay? And there's 17 of them. We're not going to be talking about all of them. We're only going to skip around. We're going to look at the ones that I think deserve... Matter. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the ones that I think deserve recognition because of how cool they are.
The only good games.
the good games.
Quote,
all right.
unquote.
So... look at this stuff, guys. You can actually see the browser now. Now, isn't that just cool? All right.
Yes. Actually, no, it's not. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so now the front screen right here. This is a game called Brutal right here. And what they did is this is a genius idea, and it's spelled B-R-U-T and then the at sign L.
So it's actually brutal.
But no, it's brutal, and the reason and the reason why they did it that way is because it's based off of ACSII. It's the original games that you used to play on MS-DOS and stuff. Those weird, funny text-based games, right? But what they did, this is genius. So they take all of the symbols from ACSII and they turn it into a 3D game. And it's a battling game. Yeah, look, it's right here. It's all this, and it looks so cool. There's demons, monsters, werewolves, and all that stuff. And there's I don't know how many classes there are, but it's pretty interesting. So we're gonna start with the first one. I actually saw this, and I was like, I'm not very big into fighting games like this, like Dragon Ball Xenoverse and whatever, because that's what it kind of looked like.
Street Fighter.
Yeah, Street Fighter. But then I read the description and I looked a little bit into it. So first of all, the graphics look pretty freaking great. I mean, most games now have pretty awesome graphics.
Quality, baby.
Quality graphics. But
agreed.
See, this is a really cool fighting system. I didn't look too much into the fighting system. My bad. But I did look, and it is open world, as it says right there, and it's really, really cool. Oh, also, I need to mention the person that posted this. No.
IGN.
Oh, good job, IGN staff. Yeah.
Roasted.
Okay, and I saw a little bit of this. Not very big into fighting games like this. Just looks interesting, and a lot of blood. Cool, right?
Blood is brutal.
Yeah, it's literally called Bloodstain. Okay. Okay, I saw Bound. Bound was a little interesting, but here's Brutal. It's bloody, it's violent, and it might even teach you a thing or two. Okay, maybe not. But see, it's an ASCII based graphics and loot drop system. So it's like a hack and slash game with awesome looting and pretty unique graphics.
I like looting.
I don't think I can actually play the video for you.
Nah. It is on YouTube.
Nah, it's called copyright. All right. So now, Corpse Party. I've heard of this. I haven't really seen much of this. I don't really care to. Okay, now this is a game that I'm pretty excited for.
I have a friend who's excited for this game.
So there's this game that recently. Okay, there was a recent. Okay, sorry. All right. Okay, so there was this game that recently came out on Steam called Dead by Daylight, and it has the same concept as this game. So the concept is it's a 4v1 or a 1v4 game, and what it is one person plays as the monster or the bad guy, and they chase around. Yeah, exactly, and they chase around 4 people, or yeah, I think it's 4. I don't know if the max is 3 people that you could chase around. I don't know, but it's really cool. Look up Dead by Daylight, and that's a very good example of it. And it's just really, really cool. I mean, I like it. It's pretty dank. All right, and I saw this. It's pretty much just it's pretty much another melee combat. And Nog, I think that's how you pronounce it. But
G-Nog.
I looked into this one a little bit. It's a really creative, cute little puzzle game. You work with colors and a bunch of other stuff, and I watched the video. It really surprised me on all the crap that happens when you solve puzzles and stuff. I think it might only be for the PSP, or not PSP, PSVR, or just the PS4 in general. I don't know, but I don't know. Some games for the PSVR come out for PC, which is weird. Okay, and now we're gonna dive into the stuff that I really, really like. Okay, Manifold Garden. What?
What is this?
Okay, Manifold Garden. This is a very interesting game.
It's a demoted at Sony.
Okay, cool. But so this is what it is. You pretty much change gravity, and a bunch of weird puzzles happen. Like, you'll change gravity, and then all of a sudden you turn around and a door opens where you were just standing.
That kind of reminds me of a great game called V.
Okay, well, it's not. It's actually way more complicated than that. It's a 3D universe, and as you can see, just from the picture that's right there, it looks really freaking insane.
It looks like one of those like abstract arts that you see from like a history art.
And it's a pretty hardcore puzzle game. If you really like puzzle games, this is something that you definitely want to check out. Check out the trailer. I'm still not gonna play it. I really don't want to get like. Okay, no, it's like watch. 30 people are gonna watch the video, but somehow I'm gonna get copyrighted by YouTube. Freaking YouTube.
It's an algorithm, Tanner. Come on.
Okay, but yeah, it was demoed. People said that it was pretty crazy. I don't know if it's coming out for PC either, but I'd be pretty excited if it is. Okay, Night in the Woods, I looked into that a little bit and blah, 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 blah. Skip that, don't care. This one looks interesting. It looks like an older game, like Quake, or, the old Dooms almost, and it's supposed to look like that.
It looks like it's purposely looking bad.
Yeah, it's supposed to look... No, it's supposed to look like an old game. It's not looking bad, it's just purposely looking like an old game. It's supposed to look like that. Now, okay, I watched a lot of gameplay on the next 2 games, We Happy Few and Thumper. Okay, Thumper
Bambi.
is a really cool game.
Bambi.
I'm trying to explain something. People want to know about this stuff, alright? Alright,
Okay.
Thumper is awesome. It's a horror rhythm-based game. Yeah, they're looking at me like, are you crazy? No, it's really cool if you actually watched gameplay, which
let's watch right now.
most of the stuff that I'm talking about, they didn't look up. They don't know what they're talking about.
Actually,
so let me talk about it. Alright, so Thumper, it's more based on the bass rhythm. You're not actually playing the song or anything, and every level or something, you face a boss. So every rhythm that you hit launches something back at it, and you damage it, and it looks really cool. I haven't seen anything too scary, but it's really cool. So you play this little like metal bug, and you click A to shield your stuff or collect things. So you click A on something to collect it, click A to hold and shield it, and then A and whatever direction to turn. There's turns, there's things that you need to shield yourself from, and things that you need to collect. Well, I don't know. Whatever you want. Can you just?
Well, I'm sorry. It's PC gamers, like playing on keyboard.
All right.
I'm just saying PC gamers keyboard. Right.
Okay, well, it's probably space or something.
Thank you. Okay, go on.
Alright, so now we're going to go on to We Happy Few. Now, this game I looked into a lot. About a year ago, there was some demos and stuff, which weren't very good, in my opinion. And then more recent ones came out. Like this video, I actually watched it, and it's pretty cool. So, I don't know the exact backstory of it, but I do know what happens. I think it's like the Germans actually win World War II and they take over Britain. It's like a dystopia of Britain. And so what happens is they develop these things called joy. It's these little pills that make people happy. Druggies. But so it makes them really happy, and they hallucinate, and everything just looks grand and awesome, and everybody loves everybody, right? But then there's those people that don't want to take the pills, and they're called downers, like in quotation marks, downers, all right? And so the people that take the pills are almost programmed to try to kill the downers, such as the cops and any other people just kind of, there that are taking joy. They just want to kill them for some reason. And so the game gets really interesting. It's not a perfect storyline or anything. It's not really linear at all. I don't even know if it's like a real RPG, but it is a survival game. I think there's objectives and stuff that you can complete, but it's still a survival game. If you're not into survival games, then don't buy it. Then just don't, okay? And this game at some moments? Points, at some moments, it looks pretty creepy.
There we go.
Also, all these people wear these things. They're advertised. They're like, make sure to put on your happy face, and they wear these white masks that make them look happy all the time. It's pretty creepy. Now we're gonna move on in a second, and yeah, so we're gonna move on in a second, and we're going to talk about the 1070, the superclocked and the regular edition. And before we go, before we go into the next part, I want to see what our opinions are on it.
On 1070?
Yeah.
Completely shuts down all of the previous gen NVIDIA cards.
Yeah, I believe that the 1070 does... the price to performance is pretty crazy.
Does it perform better than the 980 Ti?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it barely. Watch. I'll show you right now, actually.
Talking about
Okay, so
Speaking of which.
the EVGA GTX 1070 SC. All right. Also, props to Jay's 2 cents for this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really lazy. So I just pulled this up. All right. So clearly, the 1070 SC is better than the 1070 Founders, which is good. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to be. And you could see that for the price, it's awesome. It actually beats the 980 Ti reference card.
And almost beats the Titan X.
Yeah, almost beats the Titan X reference, which is just... wow. I don't really know what else to say about that. That's just...
because of the price, yeah.
That's just... it blows my mind, guys.
NVIDIA putting themselves out of business? No.
Good job, NVIDIA. I don't know how you did it, but that's just pretty crazy. Look at the world that we live in, guys. In the next 10 years, who knows what we're going to have,
Like HoloLens, like graphics cards the size of like a PC, like in like a small, like as big as that cube over there.
Also, we talked about it last time. The Xbox One S. So people have been posting online. Well, the Xbox One S is gonna be it's gonna be better than a high-end PC. And then I'm like, well, not really. I did some more research, guys. Yeah, I did. So I looked it up, and they said that it can stream 4K, right? But it says on some games it supports HDR. That's high dynamic range, okay? And what that is, it's not 4K. Stop lying, Microsoft. Okay.
Let's say Ultra HD for video.
Okay, so high dynamic range. Pretty much what it does is it makes colors pop. It actually makes games look better, so they will look better. It'll look better than 1080p, I can tell you that, but it's still not 4K.
Oh, heck no.
It's not as powerful as you think, guys. It's not as powerful as you think, okay? Don't go buy an Xbox One S because you're like, oh my god, it's going to be the best thing I've ever played on. Oh my god, no.
4K for video only.
Yeah, 4K pretty much for video only, according to the specs on Newegg and Amazon.
And not even all videos.
Yeah. Not even all streaming services. Streaming services that don't offer 4K. Well, you're just out of luck then, right?
Also, I'm pretty sure that if you have really bad Wi-Fi too, like it isn't going to be 4K, right? Like you have to connect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and
there goes half of the U.S.
Oh wow, the Xbox One S is 40% small. I don't care. Just build a PC, please.
With that straight no 202, you know what I'm saying? It's like the size of a car.
Also, since they're offering it for more than the regular Xbox One, you could probably build a PC for a little bit more and probably have it perform better. Just saying. Unless Microsoft really wants to surprise me.
Yeah, it's like this.
I doubt it.
Any PC, like every
Oh, you know I'm gonna be really stingy. Microsoft is gonna have to pull off something pretty freaking crazy to impress me. I guarantee it.
iOS 11. Oh wait, why did I say iOS?
All right. So, let's see here. So we're gonna go back to our little splash screen or whatever you want to call it, because now we're going to move into the best indie games in my opinion.
Oh yes.
If you don't like my opinion, then don't watch the video.
Okay, bye.
It's just that simple. Okay? You don't need to bash on me in the comments. You just say, well, okay, that's his opinion.
Was anyone bashing on you in the comments?
And just leave it. No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Oh, also,
No one
thanks
has
for all the thanks for all of the
Support.
support, guys, and thanks for all the criticism. No, yeah,
Death threats.
you know you
Okay.
lied. You said you would critique me. There was only like 3 comments, and one of them was mine. One of the comments was just first, and the other comment was just cool. Thanks. I really appreciate that.
I mean, cool. I mean,
But no, please. I can take criticism. Just tell me, and if you're wrong, then I'll tell you that. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna talk about the awesome indie games here. So my personal favorite, Duck Game. All right,
Oh.
this game.
oh my god. No,
This
I'm kidding.
game is crazy. All right, and
Only with multiplayer.
yeah, pretty much only with multiplayer. I mean, you can play online. That's not as fun as playing with your friends. So it's a fighting. Well, I'd call it a fighting game. Yeah, I'd call it a fighting game, but you die with one hit pretty much no matter what you're using.
PvP.
PvP, whatever you want to call it. I really don't care. But when you play this game with friends, some crap goes down. All right. Everybody's yelling at each other. Everybody's flipping out. Everybody's just trying to kill each other. You want to win. You want to win bad, all right? So you can do anything. You want to do anything to kill everybody else, all right? So the game gets pretty intense when there's 2 people left, and you're dodging each other's bullets, and you whip out a sniper rifle or something, and the other person just starts running, but you're like, oh, you can escape this, and then you just shoot them in the face. There you go. I'm sorry about my friend.
They didn't even hear it.
Yeah, they probably did. He's being annoying.
My
Sorry,
ba-
guys.
No, it's not you. It's the person that's supposed to be doing this podcast with me.
You keep
Whatever.
on talking, I mean.
Well, I mean, whatever. Okay, so pretty much get this game. It's so fun. And there's also custom maps that you can download on PC because PS4 sucks. So you can pretty much download custom maps. There's mods for it and everything. It's really, really entertaining. I think I've sunk like 30-something hours into it. It's just so much fun. Alright, so now we're going to move on to another game. Another one of my favorites. I just got into it recently, but it came out in 2008, I think. Okay. Yeah, or maybe 2013. I don't know. But, so, Spelunky.
Hardest game 20.
Yes, no, seriously. This is a really, really hard game. If you want a challenge, play this game, but it's still really fun.
Play it with somebody else.
Yeah, actually,
It makes it harder.
yeah, play with somebody else. It makes it harder because this guy over here randomly throws bombs because he doesn't know what buttons he's clicking. He killed me. He killed me.
I'm not as bad as one of our other
So then I told him
friends.
to jump down a shaft so he could get down there, and when he jumped down there, an arrow shot him in the face, and it was just really funny. There's a bunch of traps, and there's like 16 levels before you get to the end, and I don't think we've gotten past it. I don't think we've gotten past 6. It's a very, very challenging
We would have
game.
gotten past a lot more, except for our other friend, not the one here, but another friend of ours, the short console peasant, who killed me and Tanner.
Yeah, it sucked.
Because he was a ghost, and he blew a spider down Tanner and killed him. And then, he fired an arrow, because, he went in front of it and it fired, Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was pretty,
Oh,
It
oh
sucked.
no, I also remember how he killed me also.
Classic
So
console peasant.
it's another thing, yes. There is this tiki statue. And once you touch it, a big ball comes, right? So I was going to touch it. I didn't see him, right? I was just focusing on that.
So he picks it up, and this gigantic, stone
no,
ball.
And Zach as a ghost like you as it goes, like you kind of blow on stuff. He blew on it, and the
Yeah,
ball
you
just
could-
came down.
So once you die, you turn into this ghost, and you can kind of push people around by blowing on him. So he pushed him over, and this big ball because he picked up the tiki. It's actually right here. That's kind of what it looks like, but better graphics on the new one. So what happens is he picks it up, he pushes him over, and this big giant stone ball just rolls over him, and he's dead instantly. It was pretty funny to watch. All right. Yeah, so pretty hard game. Play it with friends makes it harder because throwing bombs all over the place. You have to have great teamwork, and yeah. And now we're gonna talk about this indie game that came out actually very, very recently.
Oh
It's
my
called
God.
Move or Die. And let me tell you, every single time I play this game, I scream. Everybody's just yelling at each other because this game is freaking hard, especially the mini games that you pick. So at the beginning, you get to pick the mini games, right? And each level,
And
like the
there's
rules.
also,
I'll explain it. Don't worry. So each round is a different mini game that you've pretty much picked, and it kind of cycles through them and picks it. And also, every certain amount of times that you play, or every certain amount of rounds that you play, there's this thing. It's a modifier, right? And there's these retarded modifiers. There's double jump, right? Which actually isn't that bad. There's jetpacks, which isn't that bad. But then there's this really stupid one. It changes the rules of the entire game. Instead of move or die, it's move and die. So whenever you move, you pretty much you start losing your life because there's this life meter, right? And you have to keep
Very
moving.
small.
Yeah, you have to keep moving or it drains, right? But when it becomes move and die, whenever you move, it drains. So it just becomes this crap fest of people just moving and dying, and then they just start
Or
screaming
just
at.
jumping.
They just start screaming at the person that picked it. They're like, "Oh, why'd you have to pick that up? What's wrong with you?"
I kind of want to play this game now.
Yeah, it's really, really fun.
Let's play.
Later. We might actually upload it, but whatever. So now I don't know how much it is. I think it's $20 or no, 15 probably. And you can also get mods. You can also create ones. I don't know how hard it is. You can create your own characters. And yeah, it's just a general fun game to play, but it is very, very competitive. If you are a very competitive person and you really want to win like me, I mean, sure, you can play the game, but, you might ruin some friendships. Which I almost did. It was, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty bad. He just starts yelling at each other. Alright. So now we're going to move on to something that people know a lot about. We're gonna move on to a game that people know a lot about, and not that many people know this is actually an indie game. Outlast.
Oh.
Now, this is a very, very
Oh, really?
scary game. There's also a DLC for it called Whistleblower. But that's just as fun to play, and it's pretty frickin' terrifying, alright? You have to have the guts. I finished this, but I had to become immune to it first by, dying a bunch of times until I just wasn't scared of the game anymore. Yeah, it takes quite a bit of time to finish this game, especially the DLC. And people don't know that this is an indie game. It's made by Red Barrels. Oh, well, that's the logo right there. And so, Red Barrels, this is their only game that they've actually released so far. They're working on Outlast 2, which actually just it looks insane. It takes place in a forest, and it says "Dive into the depths of hell" or something like that. And it just looks crazy, especially when this guy pickaxes this guy right in the stomach and just drags down. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But this game is absolutely terrifying. I recommend it. It'll give you definitely an adrenaline rush. Yeah.
Instead of watching a horror movie, play a horror game.
Yeah, dude. Don't watch those crappy horror movies that are all cheesy and stuff. Just don't watch those cheesy horror movies. Why don't you just play a really scary, good, actually great game? This has gotten commended so much. People love it. It's just great. If you're a horror enthusiast, buy it, please. Please, you'll love it. Or be scared or hate it because of how scary it is. I don't know. And now we're gonna move on to the last one. I bet you guys can already see it up at the top. And people, don't hate me, please. But this is a general good game. I know people are like, but the community's trash, but it's a good game, alright? It's Undertale. Oh, it's probably really loud. I'm sorry. But Undertale is a great game. Don't just wave it off. You're like, oh, but the bad graphics. No, it's a very awesome RPG. I know it doesn't look like an RPG because it has a pretty linear story, but you can play 2 different routes or 3. There's actually 3. And please, if you ever want to play it on the first time, play the pacifist ending. You might actually need to look it up because it's pretty specific.
Or you play the game however you want.
But I recommend the pacifist ending because it's the only ending that actually makes you really happy. And also, okay, this game gives me the feels, alright? It gives me the feels, okay? You get very attached to the characters, you get very invested in the story. It's just a great game, alright? But if you don't like challenging games, don't play it. Because near the end, this thing, it's insane, alright? I wish I could pull up some gameplay, but...
Spoilers.
Copyright. And spoilers.
You could just record gameplay yourself.
Yeah, I could just record gameplay myself, but I restarted the game and blah, blah, alright? But, really cool game. Very fun. Please enjoy it. Buy it. Play it. It's great. Also support Toby Fox because he needs to make something as good as this game, which I'm sorry, Toby Fox, but he probably won't because then everybody's going to be like, there's nothing better than Undertale. But yeah, he's working on a pool game. I don't know how you move from Undertale to like, let's make a 3D pool game.
Like a billiards pool or like a swimming pool?
No, like billiards.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I was like, well, okay. I mean, that's what he stated on when somebody was asking, what's the next game? And everybody was like, what? Why are you gonna make a pool game? And then he's like, oh, I just want to make something different. And they're like,
Pool's
okay.
lit.
I mean, yeah, pool's pretty fun, but I'd rather prefer another game like Undertale because you get really invested. It's really fun. Go ahead, go play it, please. All right, and now we're gonna talk about something that people have actually gotten pretty mad about. So, I have a different stance on this than my friends do. So, Oculus stopped people from using the revive hack.
Switch it back to the paint.
All right.
Fine. This is fun.
Okay. So yeah. So Oculus stopped this thing called the revive hack, and what it was is HTC Vive people could play Oculus games, and they stopped it. They completely just stopped it, and people are mad, and I understand why. See, Oculus should make games compatible with the HTC Vive, and the HTC Vive should make their games compatible with the Oculus. I mean, sure, not all of them are going to work, but at least try, you know? Because then it's going to start something, the exclusives, like Xbox has exclusives, PC has exclusive, PC has way more, by the way.
Wait,
but no,
do you know how you just said that Oculus should make games compatible with HTC Vive? That's like saying that like Apple should make OSs for PCs, or PC should make
that's not true.
No, HTC Vive and Oculus, like Oculus only makes VR, so that's like their rival. That's like the only person who really have a
you know how many people on Steam make games compatible with the HTC Vive and the Oculus, right? Okay. I've looked at it.
But like Oculus, like if they make a game by themselves, I believe like they should just keep it.
But no, most of the Oculus things on the Oculus Store aren't made by Oculus themselves. They're made by other people. I mean, sure, you can have your exclusives, but Oculus has an entire store of exclusives, while Steam just loves to invite, the competition. They're like, sure, anybody that has an Oculus, they're still getting the money, right? So why not let HTC Vive people buy from the Oculus Store too? They're still making money. What does it matter, right? And so all of a sudden they stopped the revive hack and people are getting mad, and I understand why. The reason why is because here, let me actually go to the website or the article that I found. Here it is. Okay. So, and I understand why. It's because you buy an $800 HTC Vive, right? And Oculus is like, well, we want some exclusives because, they know that the HTC Vive is better because it shipped with hand controls, and you could do just as much stuff and more with the HTC Vive. So Oculus is like, you know what? Let's stop them from playing Oculus games or whatever because, they're better. But So they're like, yeah, let's just make it really hard, or impossible actually, for people to use the HTC Vive on Oculus games, which I find, I don't care what other people say, I find that a little unfair. Oculus, I bet they were still paying for the games. I bet they were using the hack to, play the games that they actually bought. And if they didn't, then I understand why. But if they did, then why? You're still getting money for it. Why are you stopping them? Are you jelly, Oculus? Are you jealous? Shots fired, by the way. So, I don't know what you guys think about it. Comment down below in the comment down below.
And don't comment just first.
Yeah, don't comment first. Chase. Oh, sorry, I have a nasty cough, Chase.
Yeah, he does. It's gross.
I know, it's pretty bad.
Oh, ew! What just got on me?
All right, and I think we talked about this last time, but but we're gonna talk about the bang for your buck phones. I'm quite sure I already talked about it, but this time I get to show you. I get to show you how well it's designed and how well it is. How well it is. That was terrible grammar. How great it is. So here it is. Well, actually, I'm gonna turn it back to this. I'm gonna talk about it for a little. I'm gonna hype it up. All right, I'm gonna hype it. It's a great phone.
Destiny, baby.
It's a great phone. I bought the first version of their phone. It's pretty cool.
Back in 12.
Back in 2012? Really? No, I wasn't 12 when I bought it.
No, that's when he hit
It was freshman year. That was last year. All right. I bought it a year and a half ago, basically. And
what, the LG?
No.
Or the LG?
No.
The LG.
So I bought. Shh. God, I want to talk here. That's the point. All right. So I bought it about a year and a half ago. It's the first version of their 3 phones. Well, 4 technically. And did you get the hint? Did you have the hints? It has a plus in their name. Wow. And they have just the most creative team of naming their phones, even though that they're really good. Here it is.
So for that OnePlus 2,
it's OnePlus.
What?
Wow.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh? All right.
A day's power in a half an hour.
No, that's actually true. They have this thing called dash charging. Okay, it's a bigger brick when you charge your phone, but it's definitely worth it. In a half an hour, it completely charges your phone, and you can actually use the phone for pretty much an entire day.
That seems like the same thing that Samsung did with their fast charging, and that just wrecked the battery.
But this actually works.
But no,
I've seen reviews on it.
But I know, fast charging works. It's just I had mine for a few months, and the battery just started losing power.
But you've never used OnePlus before, have you?
No, but
exactly.
I'm pretty sure
they probably have a different
battery.
They have a different approach, and it's probably better.
Well, we'll see.
Because OnePlus is definitely more about quality. I mean, even though that all these other phones have gimmicks and stuff to them, but no, OnePlus is straightforward. They're like, we have our own OS that runs on it, is pretty well.
Can you upgrade the can you put in an SD card?
No.
Oh, so it's just a
Actually,
Samsung now?
Actually, don't take my word for that. I think you actually can. All right, let's see. Okay, I know for a fact it has the brand new Snapdragon 820 processor with the Adreno 530 GPU backing it up, and it's just it's really impressive. And so here it is. It's about time for a smartphone without compromises. Yeah. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, the dash charge is pretty crazy, and it has a Type-C USB cable. That's mainly the reason why it charges really well. But the one thing that I'm super impressed about, this thing packs 6 gigabytes of RAM. No joke. It also has a really good fingerprint sensor right here that can open your phone in less than a second or something. The camera's good. It can take 4K video and stuff, but it's not my favorite camera.
Why is that?
It's because it takes this blocky picture. It doesn't take a full picture, which annoys me a little bit. But you can just download another app for it. All right, here it is. Look, the 6 gigabytes of RAM. This is so cool. This is so impressive. I just can't get over that. It's 6 gigabytes of RAM packed into a phone. It's pretty crazy. The Snapdragon 820, really good processor, just came out. I don't think it just came out, but it came out very recently. It only has a 1080p screen. That doesn't really matter though, because a lot of phones are using these for 1440p screens and stuff. But just imagine the performance boost that you'll get because you're using 1080p with the Snapdragon 820 and Adreno 530.
But then what's the point of having a 4K camera?
It's if you want to watch it on other things. You didn't know that?
Well, no, I knew that.
Because when you record things and people want to watch it on 4K on YouTube or on a 4K TV, that's a very good thing to have, and you could just switch back to 1080 if you really want to just watch it on your phone. Why are you contradicting me? All right.
I was wondering.
Okay. Now Oxygen OS. This surprises me. This is actually a very, very good OS for your phone. I would get this on my phone. No joke. It's really light. Really great. So close to stock Android. I myself love stock Android. You guys can do whatever. You guys don't need to like Oxygen OS. Just my opinion. I really like stock Android. And this is very, very close to it. And the only thing that I don't really like is the shelf that they have. It doesn't have Google. But it does have this shelf thing where you can have recent contacts or recent apps that you used. And I'm not a big fan of that, but you can set it up to where you hold the home button and you swipe up and you could go to Google. You don't need to use the shelf. Now, the gallery, it's really nice. It has a lot of features because, you want to take pictures, right? And wallpapers. I mean, the stock wallpapers are okay. I don't think this is very important. I don't know why I'm talking about it. And they have taken feedback from the past 3 years or more and figured out this is what we need to do with our next phone. We've gotten complaints from people. The fans really know what's best. They really take that into mind.
The customer is always right.
No, not exactly like that. It's they want to make a phone that people will absolutely love. And the best way to do that is, listen to your community, pay attention. Whatever they said was bad about the OnePlus 2, improve that, make it better. And they did. And people really, really like this phone. And I would definitely get it if somebody offered it to me for less than... $400. $400 for this phone, which is actually the price, is a great price for this phone. Now, I just remembered what I wanted to talk about. I really want to talk about Project Aura. Alright? And I think I read an article, I think it was yesterday. So this is going to come out this year. Really close to coming out. It's a modular phone. And I have so many... I fantasize about this phone. It's just awesome. Oh. And I wish I could have one. It's so cool. And so you can switch out the camera. You could... If you don't need your battery... not if you don't need your battery, but there's a charging port. You can switch out the charging port area. And because, you could just take out the charging port and switch it in with another modular piece that you can use for the day. And then when you come home, you just, take it out, put the charging port thing back in, and then just, plug it in, let it charge. It's really, really cool. And so the screen is modular. If you break your screen, you could pick it up, slide it out, slide a new one in, and there you go. It's very, very cool, except there's one thing that I'm a little bothered about.
What's that, Sam?
You can't switch out the RAM or the CPU or the GPU or whatever. See, that's in the base of the phone, and that's what I'm a little worried about. They're trying to eliminate, buying a new phone, right? But when you buy a new phone, it's upgrading the CPU, the RAM, the GPU, and all of that, right? And so when you're buying a new base for the phone that has those things in it, isn't it just like buying a new phone, just with your old modular pieces? That's the one thing that I'm worried about, and I'm not too concerned about that because it's still modular, it's still cool. You can still upgrade things that a normal phone wouldn't let you do. And I don't know what it's going to be priced at. I don't think the starter kit's going to be priced at very much.
I'm pretty sure that carriers like AT&T and Sprint aren't going to carry these pieces.
Well, there's this thing called Google Fi that my friend actually recently bought a Nexus 5X from Google, and they set him up with Google Fi, and it's really, really, really cool. It's pretty much a network carrier, and it's Google, and it's actually good.
Yes.
And so it's gonna. So this is a really smart move by Google. They're gonna have a modular phone first of all, and it's gonna get so many people on their Google Fi network, and it's just gonna. I have a feeling that it's just gonna explode. It's gonna be really good. And if you're an Apple fan,
Screw you.
no. That's that because my cousin is an Apple fan. But no, seriously, Megan. But no, seriously, switch to this, please. For the love of God, don't waste your time with Apple anymore. They're done. They're through. This is better. All right, this is better. Just don't argue with me in the
question.
Wait, no, don't. Hey, don't argue.
Oh, I see him.
Hey, I see you typing in the No, you don't argue. Buy it. Oh, all right. And also, why did you stay up to date with Aura by putting in your email address? I probably shouldn't put that in. You guys can see. Wait, I got this. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
What?
I think I just talked about the 1+3 and stuff with a frickin' picture over it. Oh, well, I mean, you guys heard what I talked about. You guys got the most of it. But here's Project Aura. You didn't see it before, and you understand what I've talked about. But my God, I'm stupid. But now I'm gonna put the cover back over so I can sign up for their awesome newsletter right here. All right, there you go. I'm signed up for it. I need to accept the terms and conditions.
It would be funny if you showed everyone your email.
God, I'm so stupid. Hey, you did it. Thanks. Okay. Well, that's Project Aura, and that's pretty much all of our podcast. I mean, unless anybody else wants to chime in.
Lucas told us this question about the Aura.
Okay.
So you said it was modular. Does that mean you can switch the CPU?
I already said that.
I wasn't really listening.
Okay, well, I said that the CPU and the GPU and stuff is built into the base, which I don't know how I feel about that, but it's pretty cool. I mean, it's modular.
Are there any phones that are more modular than that?
No. No. The LG G5 tried to be modular with their put on this camera, make it look cool, put on this, it helps, or whatever. LG, please don't make the LG G6 like that. Please. The LG G4 was a pretty good phone, except I got the crappy Taiwanese version of it. I'm never gonna let that go, alright? I bought the H815 off of Amazon, and you gave me the H815T. It was a ripoff, alright? But
we're never going to hear the end of that one.
No, you're not. But Project Aura, I guarantee is going to be, well, I don't guarantee. I'm 99% sure that it's going to be a great phone. And I'm sorry for keeping on the cover for the splash screen or whatever you want to call it when I was talking about the 1+3.
And the mixtape cover is gold. It's
yeah, dude, my mixtape cover. All right, guys. Thank you for watching.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe, boys.
On my channel, I mean, I have the most subs out of anyone here.
Like
No,
Monkey 7.
No, you're subscribing to the channel that you're watching the video from. All right, I'm not gonna do shout outs. I'm not gonna promote other channels. This is my channel, all right, or this is our channel, whatever you guys want to call it. But I'm the person that has the computer. I'm the person that's recording it.
True.
So subscribe to our channel. And just have a great night, day. I don't know how long it's gonna take to upload this, but have a good night, everybody.
Night, babe.
Thanks for watching. I bet there's gonna be like 30 people that watch this, but whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching this video.
Hey, if we can get 2 likes, that would be amazing, actually.
And if you like this video, just poke it. It takes about 2 seconds. Like. No. 1 to unclick the full screen if you're watching in full screen, and 2 to move over and click the like button. Maybe 2.5 seconds. But please click that like button. Click subscribe. Please. Please. Dude,
we're desperate.
Yeah. No. We're not desperate. This is just for fun. All right.
Greatly appreciated.
And we're gonna be uploading every Friday. Don't know what time. We should probably have planned this better. but seriously,
we live it on the edge.
But seriously, have a great night, everybody.